Hello, Emoji Scholars. Hey, so glad I could make another video and talk to you guys. It seems like it's been a long time. However, this week I'm asking you to do a lot of reflection because we only got like 3 more weeks left. So I want you guys to use this time that we have left to make a difference in your classes. Just use the next 3 weeks to go all out so we can pass these classes, okay? Get those A's and B's. But in this class, I want you just to just say, take a breath. Relax, sit back, and reflect. Think about this journey you've been on so far. I mean, we start off with self-responsibility. We talked about how not to let that inner critic and that inner defender give you excuses for not accomplishing your goals and dreams. Then we talked about how do you stay self-motivated. Well, you need to start, giving more into your dreams and your desires, and having a purpose in life. We also talked about creating a self-management system for yourself that's going to help you reach your goals. Okay, we also talked about developing mutually supportive relationships because nobody can do things on their own. You may think you can, but you got to give and receive, and that's what makes people successful. Okay, so even though with all this that we've learned, so besides personal responsibility, motivating goals, and self-management system, and building this mutually supportive relationships, even with all that, despite all the efforts, you might still feel a little bit off course. Just a little bit, okay? If you're not achieving your desired outcomes and experience, once again, you have important choices to make. So you can listen to that blaming, complaining, and excuses of your inner critic, or you can ask your inner guide to help you find answers to important questions such as, well, what habits do I have that sabotage my success? What beliefs do I have that get me off course? And then finally, how can I consistently make wise choices that will help me create a satisfying life? Okay, so in this chapter, we're going to do the following things. In this chapter, you're going to explore those self-defeating patterns in your life that may reveal unconscious scripts. Then we're going to learn strategies to revise those unconscious scripts and that'll help you take greater control of your life. Then we're going to come up with our own rules, all right? Help you write your own rules for success. And then last, you're going to personalize the study of test-taking strategies. Okay, so the things to do for this module are: 1, read the pages 220 through 266 of OnCourse. And you got to read the material. Don't just jump into the homework assignment. Read the material because it's going to give you more insight. So we're going to complete Journal 21, Journal 22, Journal 23. So we're going to learn how to identify those scripts, learn how to revise them, and then come up with our own rules. And then last, you're going to complete and submit the wise choice and test taking, okay? Now, I know this is Thanksgiving week, so what I'm doing is just making everything due Sunday. I mean, for those of you that just want to get ahead and get out of the way, go for it. But for those of you like, I'm traveling, you got Sunday to get it all in, all right? So again, please use the next 3 weeks, not just for this class, but for the rest of your classes to just go out and make a difference, okay? Now for your written final, it's going to be all about the hard skills: test taking, note taking, reading, writing. It's going to be all about that. But your final presentation is going to be about the soft skills. I'm going to have you retake the self-assessment test, and you're going to talk about the difference in the score that you took the first time compared to the second time. And then we're just going to do reflect. So don't be afraid. Yes, we do have another test coming up. We have a final, and we have a final presentation. But trust me, it's not going to be all that difficult, but it will be a moment to reflect on what you've learned so much out of this class, okay? So anyway, right now for this chapter, please just do some pure reflection and give it your all right? All right. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have to give me, all right? Take care. Bye-bye.